How do you do? It would be a little unkind to present this picture without just a word of friendly warning. I think it will thrill you. It may shock you. It might even horrify you. So if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, now is your chance to, well, we've warned you.
I was smart enough this time to put Rocket on camera. There you go. So you can see him the whole time. He was right about to fall asleep and someone walked by. All right. Chill. People want to... It's been a rough week. People want to see a cat. Judging them for their shitty music taste. What is up, everybody? Welcome to another exciting episode of the Wyatt's Metal Podcast. Some people call it Wyatt Wednesday. Some people call it another fucking day at work. If you have a drink full of caffeine, then go for it. Yeah, how's everybody doing? Obviously, we had some fucking surprising, breaking, tragic news out of nowhere. One of my favorite metal singers just died. I thought it was quite a surprise. If people could stop dying, that would be nice. Kind of been like a lot lately, you know. No, that sucks, and that's going to be the first thing we go over. Is Tomas from At the Gates passed away after a shitty battle with cancer. I definitely want to go over that because At the Gates was really inspiring to me. With that said, honest question: how is everybody doing? Because it has been a dramatic, rough, heavy week for some people with a soul. And I, for one, did find myself more affected by all of the recent events, a lot more than I thought I would be. And when anything happens, I go through like, all right, figuring out all the details, looking up, see what happened. I had to really take time the other day to stop and decompress and being like, how do I feel as a human about having just seen 2 live public murders and, you know, all this shit going on? It's kind of a lot. So if anyone else has been feeling that type of way, just feeling heavy, I strongly recommend taking time to yourself and just processing how you feel. Because no matter what you think on like politics and the person who was assassinated, and also the girl too, that I very much have been thinking a lot about. I think it's an important question to ask. Are humans really meant to, moments after someone's murder, be able to see it repeatedly over and over again in close up on 4K? Kind of think not. So if you're someone who's been feeling that type of way, I recommend taking time for yourself to really process how recent events have made you feel. But with that said, let's try to get into some fun shit. Let me chug caffeine first so we make it more entertaining, please. Right? Rocket doesn't agree. Rocket thinks you all should hate each other. First comment in the chat, we got Tincho with Metalheads Against Communism. I'm down. Projector, what's up, man? Says, with Megadeth announcing their last album and tour next year, I thought might as well get a ticket for the Budapest show at Disturbed. Yeah. And if you're a fan of Megadeth, this is obviously the time to do it, because they're about to more or less gracefully bow out. I say more or less because that depends on, obviously, if they're just going to come back right away and do another tour, and or pull a Slayer and listen to their wife telling him to get off the couch. That was an interesting thing. We should go over that. I'm pulling up a topic before I forget about it, because I thought it was very interesting. This will take me a second. Yeah, how is everyone? Did you all have a metal week? Did you do anything fun? See any shows? Whoop. No idea. Sharon says, Bruce Dickinson sings Star Spangled Banner at Pittsburgh Steelers game. I got that pulled up, and I haven't watched it yet. It's something that we'll get to in this show, because I thought it would be cool to check out. Watch a British man do the best version of the national anthem you've ever heard. Here to take back the colonies. I respect it. Pete's and Animals says, Dark Insanity is playing with my friend Masada Extreme Wrestling on the 20th. I told him to check you dudes out. Yes, we have a show coming up this Saturday, 3 days from now. Holy shit, time flies. I didn't realize it was already Halloween season. My band, Dark Insanity, is playing with a bunch of other awesome bands. And, a awesome wrestling show, which I'm very excited for. You get to see death metal. You can hang out with me and some other awesome people that'll be there. You get to see people fight each other, and it's all for a good cause. We're going to tell you a little bit more about it right now for this quick commercial break.
Everybody, this is Bleed for the Cause, Tables, Ladders, and Charity. It's a deathmatch wrestling show with metal bands playing, and all the profits are going to the LA Children's Hospital Cancer Ward directly. The event's taking place September 20th, and if you get a ticket for the main event, you'll get into the pre-party the night before.
It's not just metal. We've also got wrestling. It's going to be some raffles, some crazy fun shit going on.
We're putting together some cool stuff. You know, some of the bands we got playing, obviously, got Dark Insanity. We have Ripped to Shreds. We got Mutilatred, their first West Coast show. We have Morden Red coming out from Texas. We have Gone from Long Beach. Teeth, Long Beach as well. Dissonant Death Metal. And we have Call the Paramedics with one of the wrestlers, Schlack. That's his band. As well as we have Nine Dead, a metalcore band from Jersey, coming out to play. So it's a diverse lineup. I'm pretty stoked for it. A lot of bands just donating their time, you know, come out and party for a good cause. Tickets are $40 too. So it's going to be a killer time with lots of good music and lots of blood. So come out and bleed with us.
So come check us out September 20th at 1720 in Los Angeles. Actually, back to now. I was updated today, I believe. Apparently the venue changed. Apparently it is now taking place at Don Quixote I think that is in the East LA area. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I was just told, like, hey, it moved. So, but I recommend coming out. It's gonna be fun. Me and the band are looking forward to it. And we found out about it. We were very excited. Like, that sounds cool. We like violence and death metal and helping children. This place has got everything. David Jenkinson says, Rocket will be awake from his nap and joining us, I hope. He is in between right now. He's fading off. Thinking, God, I can't stand all these posers. I'm the most Krieg cat ever. Will Y says, Megadeth closing down shop is depressing and makes me feel old as hell. I know what you mean, man. It's weird. For me, my idea of what metal bands and musicians look like and are like was like the 2010 area, because that's when I was coming up as a teenager, early 20s. So I remember Randy Bly and all these guys, how they looked and how they looked then. And then I see them live now, and I'm like, holy shit, they have gray hair. They're old. I'm old. People are dying. It's fucking depressing, man. All right, so let me go down here. I'm just going through some of the comments really quick. Let me catch up. Night Fox says, what's up, Wyatt? I got sad news. This will be my last live stream I'll be able to see live, since my new shift at work will have me starting right when the stream starts. It's been fun, though. Damn! That sucks to hear, man. I'm sorry to hear about that. Obviously, I hope you can catch the ones when they're already recorded, but it's different than being here live and hanging out. But good for you for getting that money, getting that paper. That said, I think it's only fair that we, where the fuck is it? Oh.
Boo this man!
There you go. For your final one here, I thought it was only fair. Oh, where did my chat go? Jesus. Y'all are quick. I'm trying to catch up here. Mr. Darkmare says, hello, Wyatt. What's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Dread says, bro, turned 18 last Friday. Finally drink beer down the pub whilst listening to Motorhead. Definitely not American. Americans would be like, fuck, I still have another 3 years. But hell yeah. And you say, also going to Bloodstock because unlike some people, I love Slaughter to Prevail. I respect that. I hope you have a ticket because it's almost already sold out. Yeah, the Bloodstock drama, a couple idiots in the comments complaining about Slaughter to Prevail, has been really fun to follow. How do you feel about their expansion? They just announced that Saxon is going to be a headliner now on Thursday, I believe. Josh L says, Saturday at Maryland Death Fest is going to be a banger. Hell yeah. I'm going to do my best to go. Ellie Not So Smelly was listening to At the Gates in GTA 4 earlier. Yeah, I forgot GTA 4 had an excellent metal channel on there. No, the biker version was hosted by Max Calavera, and they played At the Gates and all kinds of shit. All right, let me jump down. Quit your job for Wyatt. Correct. That is the right sentiment. You poser. Totally kidding, obviously. Go get a job. Shay Moon says, sigh, man. First, an innocent young woman was randomly butchered by a psycho thug. Then a family man was also publicly murdered simply for his point of view. Hate crimes are fucked. Yeah, that's what I was referring to. On top of now we have Tomas passing away. It can be heavy to take in, as I was saying earlier. All right, I'm getting a little too mixed up here in the comments. We should jump to the tributes for Tomas, as is only right. Somebody know the cause of death for Tomas? He had cancer. Apparently, it was very bad. Will we get to see more posts featuring unhinged comments? I love those. So if you can be a little bit patient, every year in December, I do a dumbest comments of the year video where I'll go through and dig up a whole bunch of them and laugh at them together. So that will probably be the next one. That'll probably be the next thing I post with retarded comments in it, but it's coming. So don't worry. There's definitely lots to go over. All right, let's talk about the unfortunate, tragic, sudden passing of Tomas Lindberg from At the Gates. Fine, I have a lot of shit pulled up here. Fuck, we're very professional, organized show, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So, to my complete shock, out of nowhere, At the Gates posted earlier today, or yesterday, I'm sorry. Tomas Lindberg, 1972, 2025. Tomas passed away this morning following complications related to his ongoing cancer treatment. Despite intensive medical efforts, his life could not be saved. Tomas, you were an inspiration to us all, a true friend, both compassionate and sympathetic. You will always be remembered for your generosity and your creative spirit. You will be eternally missed, forever in our hearts. And that fucking sucked. To say for me personally, this one really blows a lot when I kind of settle to think about it, because it was another one that was tragic, sudden, and young, too. They only announced fairly recently his how bad his cancer was, and I don't think they even said as bad as it was. They just said that he was going through it. For me, when I was starting with doing vocals, when I started practicing at all, I would practice the songs from Slaughter of the Soul like repeatedly until I eventually didn't suck, which took a while because I sucked. But right away when I started doing vocals, I felt more comfortable with the fries, the more higher pitched ones. And that's a lot more what he would do. And then the songs for At the Gates just spoke to me a lot more. Like, I love death metal, but melodic death metal, especially the Swedish sound, really grabbed me because I loved that it was melodic but never lost the intensity. So it felt intricate and I don't know, created like a bigger kind of atmosphere to it while still being aggressive. You still wanted to mosh the whole time. It wasn't what a lot of bands do, where it's sudden stop and do quiet bullshit. And then his lyrics especially were inspiring for me. When I was learning vocals and teaching myself, I was going through a very hard time in life. It was a very depressing time with a lot of life changes happening. And the lyrics grabbed me more than typical death metal, kill, brutal, guts, gore. I liked the more like partially introspective, partially going over the darker aspects of the mind, really. A lot of my lyrical inspiration comes from At the Gates type of stuff. More what I write about is more similar to more At the Gates style than it is something gore, brutal, blah, which I like, you know, I'm not trying to shit on, but yeah, man. So like I was playing them at Vakken in 2008 when they first came back. I remember that happening. And that live album is what I would listen to when I was practicing vocals. And I would do the first 3 songs especially. So hearing that first riff for Slaughter of the Soul and the go really got me like going. And it was like, all right, it's time to fucking have energy and go now. So yeah, man, it sucks. He was only 52, which is very young, obviously. Angela Gasso, another one of my biggest inspirations for vocals, commented saying my condolences to his family and his loved ones. His vocals had a profound impact on me. Such a good, friendly guy. And both of them had huge impact on me and my vocals. And then his lyric style. Vakken, Leaving Tributes, Kim Vox, Hellfest, everybody. That go changed my life. Rest in peace, Tomas, and thanks for all. Let me read some of your comments. This is depressing. Fuck cancer. I would prefer not to. It sounds gross. Cancer is lame. Cancer is retarded. I think we can all agree. He explored themes like moral decay, spiritual collapse, and the futility of violence, not as shock, but as reflection. Exactly. You worded that so much better than I could right now. Thank you. That is exactly what I tend to write lyrics about. I haven't put any lyrics of our songs live, but they're very similar in that type of state. I just rip off At the Gates songs, actually. All of our songs are At the Gates, just played backwards. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally joking. But what kind of cancer? Wasn't it mouth? Something in his mouth or throat, I believe, because I wanted to reread his last statement he did recently. Now that we have obviously a lot more context to how serious it was. Tomas Lindberg's voice was the sound of reckoning. Good way to put it. Yeah, I saw At the Gates live a bunch of times. Always fucking killed it. Was super stoked when they returned. I saw him once with Lockup, and that was sick. Damn, younger than me. Got friends and artists dropping off. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. It's 52 is not old. Zero the Hero John says, I recall trading death metal bands I filmed for a grotesque shirt from him around 1989. Rest in peace. Damn. That's an epic story. I never got to meet him. But big inspiration for me and my music. I wanted to read his last statement that they posted a month ago. Jesus fucking Christ. Can good, young, innocent people stop dying suddenly, please? I would appreciate it. That is a personal request from the savior of metal. See, this was just a month ago. We got Flesh God saying, hang in there, legend, because I didn't think it was anywhere near as serious as it turned out to be. Gary Holt said, get well soon, brother. That fucking sucks. So yeah, I wanted to reread this. This was posted a month ago. We want to take a moment to update you on what's been happening with At the Gates, and to do so, we need to take you back about 1.5 years. So he was suffering a long time. Below, you'll find a message from Tomas, written this past March 2025. where he reflects on the past 15 months and the reasons for the radio silence. However, in early May, Tomas experienced a health setback. Since then, he has been hospitalized and has been receiving dedicated care in a specialized ward where he is being closely monitored around the clock. Yeah. While this is a challenging time, we're staying positive, but even in the best case scenario, we know the recovery will take a long time. We kindly ask that you respect Tomas and his family's privacy during this period. We know how much the band and the music mean to him. Tomas is incredibly proud of the new At the Gates album we've been working on, and we will try to get you more details on this upcoming release very soon. Thank you for your ongoing support, patience, and understanding. And then what Tomas directly said, this was his last message to the public. Oh, fuck, hang on, sorry. Yeah. I'm ruining the moment, Jesus. Tomas said in his final statement, "Hello, everyone. I guess some of you may have been wondering why it has been so silent on the At the Gates front lately. Well, in December 2023, I was diagnosed with, I don't know how to fully pronounce this, a cancer in the mouth and palate. Thank you for making that simple for me. And have since then gone through a lot. It has been a very tough year. First, there was a major surgery where they took away a big part of the roof of the mouth. This was followed by radiation therapy for 2 months, and ever since it has been a long, hard path towards recovery. Now, in the beginning of 2025, they have found some remains of the cancer, and it is inaccessible by surgery or radiation. So we will see what the next step is, but probably some form of chemotherapy to keep the cancer in check. Luckily, we recorded vocals for the demos for the new album before all of this happened. The last version of the vocals, the ones that will end up on the album, were recorded in one day, mostly one takes, the day before the surgery, just to make sure we had the album, so to speak. So the vocals were actually recorded before the rest of the album. A bit different, but it felt good to have it done. So it was important to him to make sure that he got the last At the Gates album done. Obviously, he knew this was way more serious and imminent than we did at the time. That is a hell of a person and a musician. We have now decided to not wait any longer to release this new album. We had first planned to wait with the release until we knew if/when I would be able to sing again, and we were able to support the release with shows. Now, when everything about the future is a bit more unsure, it feels good to deliver this album. It is an album that we all are very proud of, and it's the first time in 10 years that Jonas and I have worked together with Anders writing an album's worth of music. It is a bit more of a return to the roots, probably best described as a mix between the two last albums we did with Anders, Slaughter of the Soul and At War with Reality, 2 fantastic albums. Hope you all will enjoy it. Please respect that we don't want to make a big thing about all of this, and that I won't be answering interviews concerning the cancer, the treatment, or the recovery. We just wanted this to be out in the open, as we wanted to explain to our fans why we have been quiet for such a long time. I hope you all are well. Take care of yourself, your loved ones, and the time you have on this earth. Tomas Lindberg, March 2025. What a fucking dude. Making it a priority to finish the album before any of the music was done. Take out the fact of how serious his illness was. That's really hard to record a full album of vocals with no music yet. But shit, now obviously that album's gonna have a lot more meaning and impact to it. Yeah, what do you say? He obviously didn't want fans to be as freaked out or upset about it as the situation was. Dio did the same thing too. Dio, this reminded me of that just because Dio's cancer was really bad, and I think it was very soon before he died. He was telling people that things were looking good. Yeah. Sucks balls. Rest in peace, Tomas. Huge influence on me and my vocals and writing. Let's see what comments say. Who the fuck is chopping onions? Stop it. We don't do that shit here. 1 second. I need to drink back my tears of caffeine. Yeah. Wow, that sounds painful. I met the At the Gates singer at a festival. I thought he was road crew. He always had a simple look to him, too. That's what I always liked about it. He just got up on stage with his hat and his clothes. They look normal. I almost forgot that we almost lost Dave Mustaine to throat cancer. Yeah, that's true. Bruce Dickinson pulled through it. Chuck Billy had cancer, too. I don't remember what kind it was, but... Rob Hellfire said, I saw At the Gates live opening for Behemoth 2018. I completely forgot about that. Holy shit. I went to that show. Though I don't like At the Gates, still respect RIP Tomas. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That is a respectful statement. Fuck cancer. In the ass. With a giant moldy dildo. Anakin's anger management therapist says, I've always wanted to get into At the Gates, but I'm not an album person, but I know Slaughter of the Soul. I really like their latest albums, At War with Reality. Check out live footage. A good place to start is the Vakken 2008 video. Rocket, Lilith asks if you want to live with her. There you go. He speaks for himself. Mildew dildo is worse. It stains the air worse. Ew. In an old shitty apartment with asbestos in the ceiling. That's how bad it is. Lindberg was a poet of the abyss and a voice that will echo long after the amps fade. Rest in peace, poet. This dude is so good at describing At the Gates and Thomas right now. Shout out to Cole Bassett's left foot. Not the other one, just the left foot. If I had an opposite of Boo This Man, I would give it to you right now. Yeah, dude. Sucks a lot. Rest in peace. Blast At the Gates as much as you possibly fucking can. Now, what else are we getting into? Got a lot of shit pulled up, actually. There's one of them. Sorry, I got a lot of tabs pulled up in here. Wyatt, first time I heard you, I thought you were black. Why? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Goran's asking, Motley Crue is still relevant. Well, no, they're not, but they did have drama pop up recently. That was, since it's in the title, it can be the next thing we go to. Actually, you know what? We'll get to that next. Following that sad bit of information, again, rest in peace, Tomas. Where is it? We need something epic and nice to bring us back together as metalheads, wait for it, as metalheads, as Americans, even the people who aren't Americans, still, you're now Americans, I've decided. No, the reason I'm saying all that is my segue into Bruce Dickinson, proud American, singing the U.S. national anthem at a sports ball game recently. I'm big sports ball fan of balls being thrown. This was at a Pittsburgh game. I don't even know what fucking sports they play, but let's enjoy this to wipe the tears away, shall we?
Iron Maiden's Bruce Dickinson. Oh,
Trump, don't copyright me for the national anthem.
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars show the perilous fight. All the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, it proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the
Best Iron Maiden concert ever. That was just a warm up. What the fuck? Did you see this?
Bruce Dickinson.
This bee flew up like that was great. That was just a warm up for Bruce, actually. He was just getting ready for his show, and he was like, I guess I'll sing this song of you traitors. I that comment, Bruce just casually taking back the empire. Hey, if he sang it the best, I think it's only fair. Bruce Dickinson sings the national anthem at the same time Trump is in London meeting the king. Coincidence? Yeah. Anyway, next subject. 2 minutes to kickoff is not bad, honestly. Iron Maiden playing the Super Bowl might get me to watch the Super Bowl. Bruce is definitely a spy sent by the monarchy. There's been worse spies, to be fair. At least if he's a spy, he's a cool one, you know? He is James Bond. James Bond was based off of Bruce Dickinson. I don't know if you guys knew that. Where are we at? And now do Aces High. That would be sick. The amount of 70K advertising you get on your screen is commendable. Oh, sorry, I'm falling over. Not enough to have them let me on board for free for giving them a bunch of customers. Nothing. My European mind cannot comprehend attack helicopters flying over a sports game. Well, good sir, can your European mind handle this? America. Have that at the Super Bowl. Come on. Who wouldn't be hyped as shit for that as the performance? That was my buddy Gun Drummer. For those who don't know, go check out his channel. Fucking epic. Does covers of metal songs with guns, if you couldn't tell. Hypnotic is in the chat. What's up, bro? How you doing? Hail Wyatt's Metal. Hail Hypnotic. Watch your video. I was watching live when you gave your talk about the Charlie Kirk situation. I thought it was really good, man. It was very powerful. Ian Fleming will have you for copyright. Why am I being a retard right now? Blah. Anyway. I just got this joke. I saw this really quick. How can Bruce be singing and meeting Trump at the same time? Because I said Trump was meeting the king. I see what you did there. Clever. All right. Wait, hang on. I got lost here for a sec. Oh, shit. What's up, man? I was the one who gave your bandmates chocolate vodka at Tulminator, by the way. What's up, dude? How you doing? Glad you dropped in to see all the weapons and military stuff going on here. Anyway. It was requested, and since it's in the headline, let's get to the Motley Crue drama. If there's one band that is a lot of fun to laugh at on this channel, I'm not going to lie, it's Motley Crue. They tend to bring it on themselves largely. Nikki Sixx on Mick Mars' allegation Motley Crue doesn't play live. It's a betrayal to the band who saved his life. Because you hadn't already betrayed him before by ripping him off of a lot of money. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be wise and sophisticated while I'm belching like a fucking barbarian. In a new interview with the Los Angeles Times, Dickie Prick spoke about Mick Mars' ongoing legal battle with the iconic Hard Rockers, the one he's been winning so far. After the guitarist alleged that the group was pushing him out after he announced his retirement from touring. When Mars announced his retirement from touring with Motley Crue in October 2022, as a result of worsening health, he maintained that he would remain a member of the band, with John Five taking his place on the road. I've still never forgiven John Five for ditching Rob Zombie like that. I'm going to be bitter about it, whether it makes sense or not. Only 6 months later, however, he filed a lawsuit against Motley Crue, claiming that after his announcement, the rest of Crue tried to remove him as a significant stakeholder. God damn it. Mick came to us and said health-wise he couldn't fulfill his contract and we let him out of the deal, Sixx told the LA Times. Then he sued us because he just said that he can't tour. We were like, well, if you can't tour, you can't tour. I will probably come to that too someday. What? Huh? Did Nikki Sixx just straight up say he came to us and said that he can't tour, so we said, all right, you're fired. Or let go. Sixx also addressed Mars' allegation in his lawsuit that the guitarist was the only band member to play 100% live, claiming Nikki did not play a single note on bass during the entire U.S. tour. Anything we enhance the shows with, we actually played, Sixx told the LA Times. Wait a minute. If there are background vocals with my background vocals and we have background singers to make it sound more like the record, that does not mean we're not singing. If there are background vocals with my background vocals and we have background singers to make it sound more like the record, that does not mean we're not singing. That kind of seemed like he was saying if we sang it before and it was recorded, then it counts. But maybe not. Motley Crue's attorney wrote in a statement to the LA Times, the fact of the matter is that Motley Crue always plays live. Even Mars' expert witness in the litigation, who Mars hired and who reviewed hours of footage, agreed and said that the band played live while performing. He disputed Mars' own claims. I don't know about that. I haven't seen that. Six went on to call Mars' accusation a crazy betrayal, adding, saying he played in a band that didn't play, it's a betrayal to the band who saved his life. Guilt tripping. People say things like, well, if you guys are really playing, then I need isolated tracks from band rehearsal. It's ludicrous. What? No, we're just saying if you're really playing, be really playing. I definitely cannot reveal who this is, but I was told recently of a very big band who does not sing live, and I thought it was very funny and shows me that there's quite a few of those out there. Not Motley Crue, this is a different band. In response to Mars' lawsuit, Crue's manager of more than 3 decades told Variety in 2023 that Mars was coming out with a list of allegations to gain leverage in a smear campaign on Motley. That's basically updated where we are now. What the fuck is calling me? So that is the claim that Mick Mars said he was the only one that played live, and Nikki Sixx said, but we saved your life. What does the court of public opinion think of this exciting drama? Motley's been fucking over Mars for years. No respect for them. I tend to agree. Vince Neil consumes more heroin than oxygen. Maybe back in the day. I don't know about the last decade or so, but Nikki Sixx consumes more heroin than oxygen. Correct. That one's more likely. John 5, there were 4 previous ones? What happened to them? I'm all about John 360. That was pretty good. That was funny. Who's calling me? What the fuck? Don't tell me someone else died. Dredd says, when Trump goes back, can you guys take Prince Andrew with him? We kind of don't want him anymore for reasons. We don't take illegal immigrants. Sorry. I thought it was a good joke. How is Motley still a band? Backing tracks. That's how. Backing tracks and needing to perform because they ran out of money. Oh! That's a good segue into a different topic, actually. But before we're done with that, actually, a little bit more Motley Crue drama. So far, from what I've seen and heard from both parties, I lean more on Mick's side of things. But we'll see how that goes. In other news, an ad. Motley Crue's Vince Neil reveals he suffered a stroke last Christmas. I hate my brain. I hate my brain because my immediate thought before I was even finished saying that out loud was, last Christmas I gave you my heart. I'm sorry. I'm glad he survived. I don't wish stroke on anyone, even someone I laugh at a lot on this channel. Motley Crue singer Vince Neil has revealed that he suffered a stroke last Christmas, leading to a postponement of the band's Las Vegas residency. Shit was moved. Motley Crue had said it was a required medical procedure advised by Neil's doctors. Neil opened up about his previously undisclosed medical condition, saying, I had a stroke. My whole left side went out. I had to learn to walk again, and that was tough. The doctor said they didn't think I'd be able to go back on stage again. I go, no, I'm going to do it. Watch and see. Neil continued, I went from people carrying me to the bathroom because I couldn't walk myself, finally to a wheelchair. I graduate to a walker, and then I had a cane. Now I don't need anything, but it's like a full-time job getting back to where you feel good again. Vince added, it takes a while to get your brain to start moving your legs, for them to do what your brain wants to do. You try to walk, but it doesn't come out right. The 64-year-old singer said that he worked with a football coach in Nashville, where Neil resides, and has been doing a lot of running. Damn. After saying he couldn't walk at all. Adding, it's been tough, but I'm back. I'm 95% to where I was before, and it's going to be great. Damn, had no idea about that. Like I said, glad he survived. That's shitty. That's such a terrifying thing, man. You really do have to appreciate life and appreciate each moment. Take time to appreciate each moment that you're currently in, because you never know when you could have a sudden or get assassinated or get stabbed on a subway for no fucking reason, or, you know, a long list of things. Get hit by a bus when you've been the prominent person speaking out against Epstein. You know, anything can happen at any time. You just have to be careful. No, I know I've made a shitload of jokes about Vince Neil, and I won't stop, but I am glad to hear that he survived and got better from a stroke. What he said here, not being able to walk and having to learn that again, reminds me of when I broke my fucking leg. And I was down to fucking crutches and was depressed as shit. I imagined this was so much worse. So I'm glad you're better, Vince. I'm still going to laugh at you and make KFC jokes, but I'm glad you're back. It's a good story, and yeah, I feel bad for Vince, but he still can't sing anymore. See, that was not the worry. He didn't have to worry about getting his voice back because he was just doing backing tracks anyway. So the problem was standing up on stage, not the faking the singing. The faking the singing came very naturally for him. I don't wish medical shit like that on anybody. Be careful what you want for Christmas. When I saw Motley for the first time, I thought they were girls. If you're talking live, then damn, there's some ugly ass old women. If that's what you thought. Yeah. Well, glad Vince is okay. Fuck you for your gaslighting campaign against McMars. Because that's how rational humans can operate. Something I thought was funny. This is the most we've seen Rocket in a live stream. Yeah, it's what he does. He got fat. I realized recently that I was overfeeding him. It's my fault. I'm sorry. He was a starving young street cat. He deserved to know what it's like to have a belly. Jay Hazard says, having had a minor stroke and 4 spinal surgeries, it sucks having to learn simple things. Jesus. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Glad that you've been able to recover from it, it seems. Let's play something funny. It's been a really fucking depressing week, whatever you want to call it. Where am I? The super extreme heavy metal band, the Foo Fighters, released a message to their fans 19 hours ago. The description of it is keeping it real. I enjoyed it, so I thought I would play it for everybody.
Hey everyone, it's been a while, but I'm happy to announce that Foo Fighters are coming back to bring you that 100% real, raw, human element of rock and roll.
Do you notice anything about the video? Just keep your noticing eyes open.
I mean, with a set list like this, you can't go wrong.
After 30 years of being a band, we've realized that the most important thing to us is that what you see and hear coming from our speakers is the genuine passion of the 6 living, breathing human beings on stage.
Because just as our many heroes before us, at the end of the day, we want you to feel that it's true.
So, make no mistake.
If you don't know by now, you got to go to your doctor and get your eyes checked.
We've been preparing something special for you. Rehearsing tirelessly to bring you our best from the heart.
And wait till you meet our new drummer.
Sick. copyright now. I think they just announced a tour or about to announce a tour, but obviously that whole video is AI. If you didn't get it, that was the joke, because they were talking about how they're a real band.
But I'm happy
and
to announce that Foo
authenticity. The
Fighters
whole video is made with AI.
A band, we've realized that the
I thought it was very funny. It's clearly a joke. I was wanting to see if anyone was losing their shit about it. Fucking love how they did this for shits and giggles. It's so absurd that I love it, man. Check the newest comments. There's got to be someone mad. You can tell it's AI because the same guy is in the audience twice. Definitely no AI being used here. Glad to see it seems most people get the joke and the humor. People are, oh my God, how can you be using AI? So yeah, I'm not even a fan of the Foo Fighters, but I thought that was funny. Taking the piss is what the Brits like to call that. Wife's got to be happy with all those fingers. Damn. That is a good husband. Random internet guy. What do you think about all the metal movie sequels coming out? Like Spinal Tap got a sequel and now Deathgasm has. I didn't know Deathgasm had one coming out. I saw Spinal Tap did. Honestly, I'm going to say it's super controversial opinion. I was never a big fan of the Spinal Tap movie. So when they announced there was a second one that sounded like kind of a straight to DVD type of thing, I was like, all right, probably just another straight to streaming, buy up any IP you can, rush out a sequel type of thing. I have no idea if it's good or not, but he's bringing something real and raw to women everywhere. Infidelity. Good husband. Didn't he cheat on his wife? Exactly. Great husband. Pillar of the community. What else do we got here? Fucking come on. Which are we going to? Let's do. I found this article came up I thought would be interesting. So this, since we're talking about metal musicians getting old, shit, it's true. Rob Halford on whether he can keep touring and performing for another 10 years. Why not? I ain't stopping, man. I mean, as much as I love Rob Halford, and I do, and I got to go see them live this month, he already walks with a cane and is in his 70s. I don't know. I think 10 years might be a little hopeful, as awful as that is to say. Judas Priest Rob Halford was asked if he thinks he can keep performing for another 10 years or if he is just taking it one tour at a time, which I feel like you kind of have to be. The 74-year-old singer said, why not? The Lord has me still here to do the work. So that's it for me. I'm here to do something that I'm blessed and joyful and grateful to have to do. Yeah. This voice is still doing the business. It's not really going to some of the places I wish it would. I have to unfortunately agree, but it's still doing the business. I do agree with that as well. And like I say, that desire for me has never left. I've been clean and sober 36, 38 years. Who's counting? My drug is getting on that stage. That's my drug. I get my kicks, if that's the right word. Euphemism or of what I'm talking about. I need to do it, man. I need to do it. It's important to me. It's what drives me. It's what I thrive on. So as long as I'm here and as long as I've got the voice and the physical ability, I ain't stopping. Man, I ain't stopping. I'm not putting the fire out. Don't call the fire brigade just yet. Ask what a secret to keeping the metal god energy alive on stage is. Not dying. Music is the most incredible part of who we are as people. It does so much for us in every way, every conceivable way that you can think of. And for me personally, it's my lifeblood. And being on stage is the ultimate connection. to carry music with you onto a stage and to share it with all of these beautiful fans. That's my motivation. And then my inspiration, I'm always inspired. As we're talking right now, it's Ian Gillan of Deep Purple's 80th birthday. And that guy, to me, is a maestro. I used to listen to Purple before Priest ever really started to get any place. So there's all of that. There's all of that internally that I carry with me. And I've never lost the fire. The fire is still there, man. And I've always said, if you've really got to want to walk out and run out on the stage or drive out on a motorcycle. It has to be for all the right reasons because your fans are watching you. And our fans know for all of these bands that are coming to play for you, we all feel the same way. The exchange that we have when we're on stage together with our fans is just a beautiful, remarkable thing. And that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me driven. God damn. Rob Halford is one of the coolest people to ever exist. Just a genuinely good-hearted person. 4 years ago, Halford publicly revealed that he battled prostate cancer during the pandemic. And he called it a bitch and told it to fuck off because he's a metal god. He had a really gross surgery done. More cancer was found in 2021. He went through radiation treatments and eventually then got an all clear in June 2021. So Halford's been through it too. So I say this as someone who is not sponsored by the tour in any way. Go see the Judas Priest, Alice Cooper tour. We just lost Ozzy. People are getting old. Some of you have seen these bands many times. I know, I have too. It might be your last time. Now, how do you feel about not getting to see Ozzy at the final show? I say take the opportunity to go see Priest and Alice for hopefully what will not be their last time at all. But I met Rob Halford a long time ago at a meet and greet, and he was super great person. Yeah, respect your elders and people and everybody. I'm seeing Judas Priest in October. That's when it is. Yeah, correct. I don't know when we are. So this stream just turned into a who had cancer. Well, let's not talk about that anymore. Shit. I had something nice to play about Ozzy, but I mean, if we're done being sad, no more being on the show's over. I live in Phoenix. I've seen Alice Cooper a bunch. So there you go. Yeah, he's just your neighbor now, you know. Apparently, if you enjoy golfing and live in Arizona, you see Alice all the time. Have you ever seen Alice Cooper live? Oh, yeah, a bunch of times. I love seeing Alice Cooper live. Love a big stage show. Love the music. He always brings it. Fantastic. No more crying. Play the Ozzy stuff, please. Ozzy, no more tears. Oh, Nightfox said, I'm seeing Judas Priest next month, and I'm seeing The Who this Sunday. That's cool. I've never seen The Who. That's rad as fuck. Speaking of legends and dramatic sad shit, fuck. Heavy week, everybody. We'll play some funny after this as like a cleanser. Ads. Sharon Osbourne thanks fans for their overwhelming love and support following Ozzy Osbourne's death. Sharon made her first public statement video addressed to people since the situation, since Ozzy Osbourne's passing. That sounded fucked up to say. My bad. Hang on, let me get to the right spot. I don't think you guys can see this video, can you? Whoop. Yeah, it's been a heavy year, month, century. You know? Anyway, Sharon Osbourne posted this. So let me read this first, and then I'll play the video. Sharon said, I'm still having trouble. This is a fucking sad episode. I'm sorry, everybody. I will find something funny after this before we get into more sad shit. Sharon Osbourne says, I'm still having trouble finding the words to express how grateful I am for the overwhelming love and support you've shown on social media. Your comments, posts, and tributes have brought me more comfort than you know. None of it has gone unnoticed. In fact, it's carried me through many nights. Though I'm still finding my footing, I wanted to share some glorious creatures I had the chance to spend an afternoon with. The connection you make with these powerful birds is built entirely on trust and confidence. They'll choose to perch on you only if they sense you are safe and unafraid of them. It's a bond I know all too well, and the experience was nothing short of magical. I love you all, and I thank you deeply for the otherworldly amount of love you continue to send my way. Yeah, and then this is the video. I'm muting it just because I don't want to get copyrighted, but it's her and Kelly with these huge, strong eagles. Those birds could probably pick her up if they really wanted to. They're so fucking big. It's just instrumental music, but see, here's yeah, my thought, something that comes to mind here is similar with when I see a lot of people mocking the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Watching this and everything just makes me think, you know, from what I know, I really don't like Sharon Osbourne. Like there's qualities about her that are great. She's very defendant of her family, which I respect. But she's definitely someone who could hold grudges. Probably had a lot of opinions I don't agree with. Probably not someone I would really want to like hang out with that much. But when I saw her break down walking up to the tribute for Ozzy in London, like, how does your heart not shatter seeing that? I don't give a fuck what kind of, if someone was a fucking saint or not. So yeah, like, I've years of enjoying funny jokes of making fun of Sharon Osbourne, and there's still plenty of them out there for sure, but still at the same time I have huge sympathy and respect and caring for the family. I don't think I would want a bird that size on my head. That thing could just fucking rip your eyes out so easily. You wouldn't even have anything to do about it. God, this, like, the owl's fine. The fucking eagles are insane. Those are the kind that would pick up like cats and dogs and just fucking run off. And he says, loving the hair, man, looking sharp. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, my hair fell off recently. It's so much better. Oh my God. It was getting so awful. Side clip on Ozzy's documentary starting October 4th on Paramount. Looks fucking awesome. Oh yeah, that did come up, didn't it? We can find that. Trailer for the new Ozzy documentary. More copyright. Hell yeah. What do you know? Popped up right away. I have not watched this trailer yet, so let's enjoy together as a family. It's seeing Ozzy alone now is just bittersweet.
Think about getting older, you know. But I used to take pills for fun. Now I take just like
20,000 people a night, private planes.
You could not ask for a better way to go out than what Ozzy had, honestly. I think that final show, being able to fully say goodbye in the moment.
Ozzy's one regret is that he never really said goodbye to his fans.
It was the middle of the night.
Oh, and smack.
He'd broken his fucking neck.
He comes out of surgery and he's far worse.
Having to cancel the tour, that was really his biggest heartbreak.
That was heartbreaking. That was such a hard time. Like 2020, 2021, Ozzy kept announcing tours and having them canceled. And it was hard to see. You knew as a fan he wasn't able to do it, but he was trying.
I took Dad to the studio every single day. He'd get comfortable and it was like the magic would begin.
You were able to access being a psychopath mental patient.
But that was so easy. I had a lot of practice. I mean, Kelly was very emotional. That was my dad again. Oh my God, he's having a great time. Well, of course, he's making
What's up, Will Ferrell?
music. He's doing what he loves to do. Oh, I had a blast. That was the best medicine I ever had. I'm not good at being sick. Must belong up there, you know.
What do you think of a big farewell show?
If I'm gonna go up there, I want to be up there. The old Ozzy thing, you know.
God damn. I think Amy on board. She never does anything with them.
That's fuel for my dad.
You can't help but find him very endearing.
She wants to throw him a regal send-off, the one he deserves.
Again, Ozzy is cutting the path for us.
If my life's coming to an end, I really can't complain. I had a great life.
Had a brilliant career and it ended in a brilliant way.
Why is everything so fucking heavy? Stop chopping onions. Fuck. Can we get a break? Is there an onion chopping festival nearby, or what the fuck is going on? Now I'm more sad. Did all this work to let go of the heaviness of the last week. Had my kumbaya moment and digested and woke up to Thomas dying. Now we have this. Fuck. I need something positive and fun. Night Fox says, yeah, I was supposed to see Ozzy during that time, but his health caused him to cancel his shows, so I never got to see him live, but I'm glad that he got his final show. Yeah, dude. Play Abbott falling down to raise spirits. Let me find something. I'm going to find something funny before we jump on to other topics here. Because fuck. What is something metal and funny to bring our spirits up? Metal's funniest videos. Can we react to that or something like that? That fuck. No. Fuck, I don't know what to pull up. What do we pull up? What's something fun and entertaining? I can just think of more guns. That's the only thing. Let's do... I'm looking for something. Hang on. You know what? Fuck it. We're doing a tribute. We're talking Ozzy for the moment here. Let's pick it up. Let's do a fun, nice tribute to Ozzy Osbourne by the one and only friend of the channel already featured on this episode, Gun Drummer. This is another video that he did.
2, 1, all aboard!
No one does better covers. We got Gun Drummer, we've got the rapper Twista, and Pew View. European mind can't handle such badass. Yeah, they had some fireworks and shit going on.
I'm going off the rails on a crazy train.
Most expensive covers on YouTube.
I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. Oh, you gotta live.
I get my channel taken down from copyright income. Anyway, yeah. Always picks my spirits up. I don't know about you guys. Oh, fuck, shit. I'm falling over. Sorry here. Ozzy's madness meets ballistic precision. This is so American. You're goddamn right. I really wanted to go hang out with them this last weekend, but it was too last minute for me to pull off. But hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Holy shit, more Barretts. Yeah, dude, Gun Drummer has videos where he's holding two of them at the same time fucking going off. He's going to give himself Parkinson's firing that shit. It's crazy. Age restriction incoming, 100%. Anyway. Speaking of epic shit, can we play some positive stuff for a second? We have got Sabaton has announced a massive North American tour for next year with support from Pop Evil and Wings of Steel. Sabaton were on my video for top 20 best metal bands at the moment. I really don't understand the hate that this band gets. I'm fine if people don't like them. That's whatever, but I don't know. But I like history and war stuff. Yeah, hitting the U.S., hitting fucking stadiums, it looks like. I'm impressed they got that big in the U.S. I remember when they first came here and they were playing really small places while they were playing huge places in Europe. Yeah, the Q Forum's massive. That's where, like, Madonna plays. It's a really big tour, actually. So is anyone going to go see Sabaton on their upcoming tour? Sabaton is the band that got me into metal. They have a special place in my heart, but the new singles are eh. I 100% agree with what you're saying here. Yeah, like, I agree that the last couple things have been pretty mid. I really wanted to like the Genghis Khan song a lot more than it actually was. Oh, dude. Let me do it right here. I think I mentioned it before, but one of their new songs. Fuck, hang on, I'm dying. I'm sorry. Had a mac and cheese portable in the car. Which one was it? One of their new songs sounded a lot like one of their old songs. This one. Yeah, I'm trying to find the right spot. Give me a second. I don't think you can even hear it right now. It's on the other screen. All right. Fuck. I think this was the right one. Shit. Yep. I'm almost there. The pause will be worth it. Pause for dramatic effect. All right, so they do carry similar vocal melodies from songs. Yeah. They do get a little repeaty cookie cutter example here. This is one of their new songs called Lightning at the Gates. This is the chorus. Pay attention.
Over mountains, along over morning, beast and man through the cold and snow. Marching, they're moving on road, weighted by the stars like the valley below. Break the illusion of the foe as they cross the range where no armies go. Marching.
I'm going to copyright if I play anymore. Keep that in mind. This is one of their older songs called Uprising. This is the chorus. Tell me if it sounds similar.
War song, city at war. Voices from underground, whispers of freedom. 1944, help that never came. Calling war song, city at war.
What do you guys think? Is it really similar? Is it exactly the same? Is it just Sabaton recycled parts of Uprising and Hearts of Iron? Yeah. It kind of sounds that way.
Voices from underground, whispers of freedom. Rise up and hear the call. History calling to you. But it's
Catchiest history class ever. I thought that was funny. I still like Sabaton. I still really want to see them live with all the big stage shit, but yeah, maybe the music itself could maybe get a little more inspired. It's the same picture, exactly. That's what I thought. They're the same picture. Identical. They perfected the AC/DC method. Yeah. Yeah, when you start writing your own songs, you pick up on that. Going over old metal songs that I love and realize, like, oh, these are way more simple than I remember them being. Or ever realized. I get why people bag on them, but you have to give it to them. They've done the damn thing regardless. Oh yeah, I think so. I mean, if you want to bag on them for being repetitive, then I can understand why. Aerosmith is teaming up with former poser Youngblood for an album. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I think we mentioned Youngblood last time because of his Ozzy tribute. Or he seems like a good dude. Makes music that I think is awful, but he seems like a good person. Critical question: bowl or dab? Vape pen. Damn. There was a time where I used to dab a lot, and I cannot do that shit anymore. I don't want to really do that shit anymore, to be fair. But that's going to cause a war in the comments. What else can we get to here? We've got we had a tour that was announced. Let's do a tour that was canceled. 6 Feet Under cancels Midnight in Hell Fall 2025 tour due to unforeseen circumstances. I will tell you right now, without even reading the article, that unforeseen circumstances is money. Their previously announced Midnight in Hell tour with Exhorder, Wretched, and Insight due to unforeseen circumstances. Is that all it says? We regret to announce the tour has been canceled. We will be looking to move dates to 2026. All tickets purchased will be refunded at the point of purchase. And that's all, folks. See, I could guess very, 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 very strongly that it was due to poor ticket sales. Not saying it's a good thing, just saying that that's usually what that means. Or another band that canceled the show recently that was really interesting was Cradle of Filth in the middle of all of their drama. That's interesting. But yeah, I'm quite positive this was due to low ticket sales. Tours are rough nowadays. Your favorite bands who you think are big are not making anywhere near the money that they used to be making, if they ever made it at all. These days, you really, really, really have to love making music and playing live if you want to do it. If you're doing it for money, don't. At all. You're way better off starting an OnlyFans than you are starting a band in order to make money. If you start a band because you love it, that's what you should do. Sobriety is better than both. Talking about dab or both. There you go. Not disagreeing at all. Cotton Ministries. Anyone enjoying the New Testament? Yeah. I don't think the new album's out yet. They released, I think, 2 songs. The AI one, it's about AI. It wasn't made by AI, before anyone freaks out. It was a lot better than I thought it would be. And then the one that they just did, it was like Shadow People or something, was more as mid as I expected the other one to be. But the AI one was good. Testament fucking kills live, so always stoked for them. Night Fox, I wonder why Cradle would cancel their shows. Like, I really, really wonder why they would do such a thing. Whatever could be going on here? I want to pull that up because there was some drama in South America, I guess. Let's see. I know, so actually I'd stop paying attention because not much Cradle of Filth things will be happening. So, a week ago, Cradle of Filth posted, unfortunately, we're forced to cancel tonight's show for Cradle of Filth due to power issues found at the venue. We have done multiple shows at this venue before and had no issues, but for some reason, tonight was not grounded. Tonight, we went through an issue that makes it extremely dangerous for the band and crew to perform and put together a show, as there could be someone literally electroshocked. Safety is the most important thing for us at this company. This company? Not this band. This company. Interesting choice of words. And we have always made it very clear at all our shows. We will try to reschedule this show sometime soon as the time and conditions dictate is safe to perform. Deep apologies to Guatemalan fans. Please be sure the band was there and ready to perform for their fans after such a long time not playing there. But the venue difficulties, literally not being grounded, makes it totally impossible for the band to perform. From Sergio Roa of The Murmurs Entertainment. I don't know what that is. Comments are not allowed. And then, where is it? So that was that. They did that cancellation. And then on Danny's personal page. So some fans were not buying it. Which led to Danny posting this. As you know, he's very smart with what he posts online. It's clearly an asking Grok. Is it dangerous to not have the grounding at a concert? I can tell it's Grok because I use Grok. This is exactly what it looks like. Danny Filth said, contrary to the belief that Cradle of Filth betrayed the Guatemalan fans by being divas, the venue electrics last night had no grounded earth. People without brains. It's simple physics. See attached info. A quote from Grok. We had 2 members shocked quite badly during the day, and we all ran the risk of possible electrocution. The 2 bands allowed to play by the frankly careless promoter were very lucky. Yeah. The other bands on the lineup played. The fact that no one was hurt during the performance is a F***ing miracle. Please note that Cradle of Filth and their crew worked tirelessly all day to make the show happen. But in the end, It doesn't even matter. In the end, there was nothing we could do. I dare anyone to risk their lives for a concert, however much the audience demand it. Someone did recently, not a concert, but a public thing. Anyway, if you still think us cowards and divas, I don't think. Let me stop you right there, little shiny hobbit. I don't think anyone thinks Cradle of Filth are divas. I think they think you are a diva. Little Danny Diva. If you still think us cowards and divas, and that's on you, I'm afraid, we're alive and on to our next shows. Guatemala, we will come back and make up for this show, but never with this greedy promoter who put other people's lives at risk for profit and only at a venue that is electrically safe, just like the one Epica played at last year. I don't know what the fuck that has to do with anything. Thank you. This first comment here. You're not a dickery, Danny. Nobody believes you anymore, Danny. Oh, Danny boy. The fans are calling. He posted this. I don't know what the I don't know what this is. If you work for venues and stuff, leave your comment.
Sit ground.
It's no ground. So the venue solution was to not have a ground, and they said it was safe, which no, it's not. They disconnected this ground here after 2 members got electrocuted. It's absurd that people can think things like this about Cradle of Filth. People have no idea the energy put into putting on shows. What do the comments think? When he said company, I imagined Leonardo DiCaprio pointing. Danny can't even hire people that know what a ground lift switch is, or at a minimum, pound a damn stake in the ground. There you go. I'm a vocalist. I don't know what any of this shit means. Of course, they scapegoat a third world country. It's kind of hilarious because it's not that hard to ground a circuit. Yeah. Dude, like that, an excuse. They're literally in Guatemala. What are tripping on wires and electrical aspects as dangerous, bruh? I'm not quite sure what you meant. Yeah, so anyway, that's what's been going on in the Cradle camp. I guess they've played other shows because these are posts from... Clearly posts from afterwards, so they have played shows since then. He did a post to Tomas. What do you say? Yeah. Anyway, that's the latest on Cradle. Cancel the show. People think it's a little weird, but they're doing other shows. Yeah. Oh, this was interesting news. This popped up earlier. I was looking for topics to talk about. So, the infamous Sick New World Festival teases 2026 return after costly 2025 collapse. For those who don't know, Sick New World was a big festival in Las Vegas, happened 2 years. I went to it. It was the definition of a cash grab. Overcrowded, oversold, overexpensive. They tried to do a real big one this year. They're going to have Linkin Park and Metallica and all these big bands. Then they canceled it because it was way too expensive. And it seems like they might be attempting a comeback. Yeah. It looks like Sick New World might rise again. The Las Vegas Festival, which imploded in 2025 after lofty plans to book Metallica and Linkin Park collapsed, under spiraling overheads and sluggish ticket sales, has started teasing a comeback for 2026. Fans who caught System of a Down's massive stadium run this summer noticed familiar animated mascots from past Sick New World lineups appearing on venue screens. That, coupled with the new sign-up portal at sicknewworld.com, has stoked speculation the festival's gearing up for a return. Let me look at this. So it just says Sick New World, sign up for updates. There's nothing else on it right now, but it is something. Did I just close what I was looking at? Fuck. I closed something. I don't really know what it was. Hopefully, if it comes back, it does things a lot better, which I doubt, but however, System of a Down, longtime Sick New World staples, and Velvet Hammer management clients appear to be at the heart of their revival. Their freshly announced European Stadium tour wrapped up with a cryptic line. Plans are also underway for a very special event to take place following these shows. Just have Sick New World be System of a Down's festival. It kind of fucking practically is already. Given that Velvet Hammer boss David Benveniste co-founded Sick New World, fans have good reason to believe that a reboot is in motion. For now, all eyes are on Vegas. Would anyone go if it comes back? I guess they're saying it's hinted System of a Down, Deftones, and Korn, because I think they played both of them. Those will just be the headliners every year, pretty much. If System of a Down only wants to play as part of Sick New World Fest every year, that's not so bad, is it? Like the sound of it so far. It was a rough festival. I have videos on it. If it comes back, I would go for content, but I really would not go as a fan, I don't think. But it worked out for me. But I'm down for all festivals that have their chance. Shit. Damn, 1 second. We had other things. Oh, we were talking about touring. We've got an article by... We're going to do this, and then we'll go into the political violence topic. Fun. But since we're talking about how touring is rough and people don't make money, Dimmu Borgir's Silenos wants to do a proper tour of the U.S. after release of new album. It's not going to be easy, he admits. Dimmu Borgir have not done a full tour of the U.S. in a long time. When I got into them, they were touring pretty regularly, like 2008, 2010 era. And it kind of seems like after the big lineup change that they took a big step back. During an appearance on a recent episode of the Iblenes Manifestations podcast, Dimmu Borgir guitarist Silenos, however the fuck you say it, said, "We've been fortunate in the sense that we've had priority on the label, obviously. And yeah, sure, if we were a band that was less popular or less successful in the eyes of the label, we would probably get a phone call, hey, we need an album now. But they never stressed us once about, oh, we need an album now, blah, blah, blah." Talk about labels having their back. Yeah, I'm trying to find the point where they're talking about potential tour. Asked if Dimmu Borgir will tour in support of the new album, he says, "Yeah, I think so. We're going to do as much as we make room for, I guess, in our day and age." Yeah, because Dimmu Borgir are the weekend warriors of black metal. They will get together to do like a show here and there, but they don't tour anymore. I don't know how it's going to be with the US yet right now. I know it's doable to do a tour there, but it's not going to be easy with new costs and the triple, quadruple costs and whatnot. Yeah. But that's another thing that's obviously fans maybe don't think about. Very true. It's getting more and more widely known now that's the case. But we'll see how we can get around it. We haven't done a proper tour in the States for 10 years at least, 12 or 14 years, something like that. We had a few shows, one-offs here and there, New York, Chicago, I think it was, and a couple in Canada, but not like a tour. So that'd be good if we can get that sorted. I'm looking forward to that. We'll definitely have a proper headline tour in Europe. So yeah, next year should be good. Yeah, a lot of bullshit foreign bands have to go through to try to do a tour in America. Everything is triple price on literally everything. I would like if they toured again, but I think 2007 was their last tour. Damn. It's been a very long time. I'm not a metal fan. My hubby is, but I watch your videos lives with him. Hey, that's cool. Can I ask you to pet the kitty? That is suggestive. Wow. Pause. Rocket's dead asleep right now. Forgot it was Metal Wednesday. You forgot that it was Metal Wednesday.
Move this man!
I would pet Rocket, but he's dead asleep. I don't want to bother him, even though he wakes me up at 2 a.m. by jumping over my head, which he does. Pause, though. I was going through my Instagram the other day and I found an old video of him when he was super small. Oh my God. So cute. It's metal every day. That's right. Ice Symphony is correct. Rocket's really comfy right now. We can't bother him. He's dreaming of dominating the world of black metal. Anyways. Ooh, shit. Night Fox says, hey, Wyatt, The Who is playing at the Hollywood Bowl tonight and this Friday. So you have a chance to see them if you're interested, of course. I haven't been to the Hollywood Bowl in a while. That would be really cool. I might have to do that because I've never gotten to see them. What's a can't miss tour going on right now? I said earlier I still want to recommend the Priest Alice Cooper tour just because, they're on limited time, literally. It's not a tour, it's a show, but Frozen Soul has that show in, I think, Houston, somewhere in Texas, where it's just grinding as fuck. Fair enough. Give him extra rubs from me when he's awake later. He is the most cuddly cat. I'll be sitting on the computer working. He'll jump right on my lap and just wait in a pose, and I scoop him up, and then he gets all like loving and everything. Yeah, for those new to the channel, I rescued him when I went to get an oil change not this previous March, but the one before it. It was like 3 days before I went to Milwaukee Metal Fest. Getting an oil change, and this tiny little baby kitty, he had to be like 3 weeks old, comes running into the shop. He'd been stuck in an old van for like 2 days, and he happened to run into the shop right then, right in front of me, and I knew immediately that I had to save him, and he knows that too. We had our whole bonding process, and then he totally accepted me and now like rubs all over my face, and I can really tell that he's grateful and has accepted me. It's really nice and cute. Who started chopping onions again? God damn it. Someone has been real gross this whole time. An old friend of mine used to eat onions raw. Like, as a joke, we would give him an onion just from the store, and he would legit go, oh, thanks. It was fucking gross. I remember that episode you posted about him. He was a little dude. He was so small. He got so fat. And it's my fault. But he was like this size of my hand. And he didn't weigh anything. Now he's 16 pounds. What? He's an only child. I spoil him. What's a band you've seen that you were so excited to see but were severely underwhelming? Oh, man, that depends. It depends on the show too, because some bands I like had a bad show and then had a good show. One that comes to mind immediately for me is the Murder Dolls. I saw them when they did their reunion with their really shitty second album. And I think that was the only show where as soon as it ended, I had the thought to myself, I could have stayed home. God, there's more. It's hard for me to think of all of them right now. I have 5 cats. They're all rescues. Nice. That's awesome. I've been debating, should I find another one to rescue for him? Because I worry he gets bored. But then, like, he's perfect, too. He doesn't cause any messes. I don't want to chance that. Good question, Mayhem. They were so boring live, I actually left early. You know what? Yeah. First couple times I saw them was great, and then I definitely reached a point where I was like, all right. Is this the first stream Rocket's been on camera 100% of the stream? I think so, yeah. I think so. He blends right in with that chair he ripped apart, little bastard. And for those who don't know, his name is Rocket because when he ran into the shop, when we first saw each other, the song Rocket Man by Elton John was playing on the radio. And it felt like fate. Couldn't deny it. Rescued a husky a year ago. She was so skinny, and now she's fat and happy. See, now we're all more positive and feeling better. Anyway, oh, is that what I closed? Okay, I do need to find that actually, because that would be a very good thing to go over. Hold up. Wait a minute. Ah, shit. Here it is. This quick thing, and then I will get into the last topic, but it will take a while. It's not a short topic. I randomly came across this the other day on Instagram in my feed. Post from John Araya. I think, but I'm not sure. I think that this is Tom Araya's brother or something, because he fucking looks a hell of a lot like him. This is not Tom Araya. This is John Araya, who's definitely related to... This is cat shit, but this is John Araya. What the fuck am I looking at? God, he looks exactly like Tom. If he walked out on stage with Slayer, I would not be able to tell the difference. But he posted this the other day that I came across, had no idea about. A post saying, oh shit. Guys, give me 1 second. I gotta pause. Let me play a distraction. This is actually going to take a second. I know it's going to be weird, but I'm playing the intro again, and then we'll be back. Go intermission.
How do you do? It would be a little unkind to present this picture without just a word of friendly warning. I think it will thrill you. It may shock you. It might even horrify you. So if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, now is your chance to, well, we've warned you.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Right. Fucking thing sucks.
Move this man. You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it!
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard, coping and seething. Make it repent.
I'm out of funny stuff. Sure. Everyone can read this page for a sec. Give me a minute.
Like I care.
Don't leave, everybody. The show's not over yet. I apologize. My landlord just stopped in right now to fix my ceiling lamp or ceiling fan in my kitchen. It will not take long. Dude usually fixes shit really quickly. The show is continuing. We are not done. While I am waiting, I don't think he's done yet. He's going to come back. But when he comes back, I'll put on more of a Dark Insanity concert. But we're not done yet, so don't worry. Apologize for that. I hope you all liked my GTA video I made with mods to make it really fun. I found out how to make your own radio channel in GTA 5. So like I can legit put my songs in the car. So like when you get in, everything is awesome. Bring your landlord on. Just be like, hola. Hey. Anyway. Yeah. We were talking about the Slayer dude. We'll get back to that until he pops back in. Someone said, damn, playing California with Carnivore. Are you doing East Coast? Not yet. I mean, we're totally down to play the East Coast. But anyway, we're going on a break. Hey. At least enough to get through our sets. We are Dark Insanity. We came all the way from California just to play this fucking show. This is our first show in Europe ever. We'll never be the last. Come as many times as you'll have us, and then some more. Some of you might know me from YouTube. I have a channel I do. I have a podcast called Wyatt's Metal. This is the song at the beginning of that podcast. Fractured Perception! I'm not exaggerating when I tell you this is literally the greatest moment of all of our lives. I can't thank you guys enough for being up early and being here to see us. I cannot thank Tolminator enough for not only having us, but saving metal here in Tolman. Let's keep it fucking going. This next song is fast and crazy. It requires a circle pit. It is illegal to not circle pit to this song. I don't have to do that. This is called Technological Terror. We cannot believe this right now. Thank you, all of you, seriously. Thank you all for your here. Thank you, everyone in the river. Thank you, everyone who's still passed out. We're going to have a great festival. We've been here for the whole week with you guys, and we will be hanging out in the river after our set. This next song is about when something beautiful and amazing deteriorates and falls apart. Maybe by one single person. This song is called Mourn.
Fuck yeah! How's everybody feeling? You're awake. You're ready for more metal. Even more metal. We're going to play our most evil song now on this bright, beautiful, sunny day on the lake. This song is called The Morbid Shadow. Holy shit! Fuck yeah! Thank you, seriously, fucking thank you. This is incredible. If I'll never imagine me playing on a stage down by the river here. Love all of you. Unfortunately, just like Biden, we don't have a lot of time left. This is our last song. Again, it is illegal to not mosh, headbang, or at least splash some water around, do something. Drink something, smoke something, celebrate Christianity! Metal! Dominator! Fuck yeah! Robert! Psychosis! Let's get fucking
All right, shit. Sorry, this is taking longer and a bit more difficult than I thought it would be, but it's all good. Since this is taking a minute, I am going to sign off now, but I will, if I don't come back on later, I'll turn the last bit into a video of the political violence one I was going to get into. My bad, y'all, but I will either jump back on here in a little bit for round 2 or record in a video, but go be good to each other and enjoy life and be positive and happy, fun feelings and stuff. I don't know. We already played the video, so let's go old school with an outro. So yeah, catch y'all later and take it away, Norm.
Now, this might strike some viewers as harsh, but I believe everyone involved in this story should die.